Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Rita Lee's video blog. I'm Airy Sky, also known as Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffee. And before you ask me any questions, someone keeps asking me from time to time about my shirts. Well, today I'm wearing a medium shirt. Look how smooth this is. Look at this. Pants are falling off me, but look at this. A medium shirt will fit me. Plus, people today were basically, I saw some genetic women. They kept, I'll tell you the whole adventure, but they were looking at my cans. I mean, literally, they're like, damn, those are nice. So, anyways, I have some news for you. I'm a little tired, so I might take another nap, but someone emailed me when I was out. They said, hey, how come you're doing these night edition, early morning, or whatever? Are you trying to avoid the moderator, Zoe? No, not at all. Zoe and I have a good working relationship. She calls me, I call her, we talk. I tell her to cough up a gift card or 5. She says, okay. Jokingly, of course. We know she's financially hurting right now. Everyone knows this. I can't hide it because she told me to tell the truth. So anyway, so I know Zoe and I have a little grouch fest going on right now because she's worried about a little problem. That problem will be fixed on Monday. That's right. I've talked to them. I'm going to go and see. Zoe knows what I'm talking about. I'm going to see him on Monday between 2:30 and 5. Or maybe I'll do it from 10 to 1. Any way to look at it, I am going to get this problem taken care of her, okay? Now, I want to tell you a story about yesterday's adventure. It's yesterday because I did sleep 6 hours. I feel like it was yesterday. So anyways, I want to tell you the whole story. So last night, yesterday morning, I was playing my game, my new game, the one that Chloe got me. And then Chloe says to me, there's 2 more coming. She wants me to keep, or 3 more coming. Yeah. Anyways, where is my game? Yeah, I don't know where you put it, Mom. Up your butt, Joe Boo. Shut up, son. Here it is. No, that's Animal Crossing. Oh, great. Yeah, here it is. So I got into this game. It's pretty interesting. I thought I would not get into it. It was slow at first, but then I started perceiving. Anyways, let me tell you the story. Okay, so I was playing this game. And Chloe messages and says, oh, I can't go to Anacortes today. I'm so freaking constipated. So I said, read the instructions. So she reads the instructions. What's she do? She decides, since she has 2 bottles or whatever of stool softener. Oh, righty then. She finally lets out all those hard logs that's been constipated, right? So what happens, right? But anyway, she starts having problems, right? But we're getting too far. So I tell her I'm on my way out. Cooler's packed, everything I need. Got a game I'm playing. I'm enjoying this game. And I'm thinking to myself, thank God Zoe ain't around. Zoe's going to probably watch this video, call me on my phone. How could you say that? Zoe would have been probably throwing up in the bathroom this morning, okay? That's why I said what I said, okay? And I mean it. And you could sit there. Why? I'm leaning against the window. Zoe knows what I'm talking about. I'm leaning against the window. I got a table. I got my game system. I'm playing it. The boat. And people are just sitting there. There's people in there. I finally, the boat from Friday Harbor all the way to Orchid, or Lopez. And Zoe knows that, right? From Lopez to frickin' Annie. I finally turned around and one of the employees, she's a sweetheart, single woman, beautiful as hell, gorgeous, smoking hot, better than that Kyle lady that Zoe was telling me about. Hey, Reverend, can I secure this in our storage area? You don't need anything more right now. Oh no, I got my bag right here. Just put the bag over there in the restaurant. She's like, okay. All of a sudden, she moves my cart and then she sits down. She says, how's that game? It's slow going, but it's fun. It's a farming game. Oh, I love farming game. We're talking about farming. I take my headphones out, playing it. Same time. Also, she's like, have you ever been in something like this? I said, no. The last time I basically was in something funny, all of a sudden, a couple of crewmates come down, right? This old geezer. He's been on the force for 25 plus 30 years, right? He looks at me and he goes, do I know you? I said, I didn't have a service dog back then, but I can recognize you. I said, you were on this run, right? Oh, yeah. You remember that one night? He said, what night? The night where we were stopped dead in Puget Sound. So much fog for 5 hours. Yeah, I remember that. I said, you guys are giving us free beer and wine. Now you're charging us too much for it. Anyways, so Higgins is going out. So I finally get to the other side, right? And I had an energy drink. Now, Zoe knows this because I bitched to Zoe about it the last time I was on the ferry, which was with her. The galley was closed. They charged me $10. $10 for 2 of these. Yeah, money doesn't grow on trees, right? $10. Then I get off and Chloe says to me, I'm hungry. I'm literally hungry. Hungry as hungry can be, right? So then Chloe says, oh, I'm going to be 2 hours late. So I go and this guy looks at me and I said, you got anything that's not on a ciabatta roll? And he said, no, ma'am. And this guy comes up and says, give me 4 ciabatta sandwiches. I said, you going to eat all of them? He said, yeah, I'm a growing boy. I said, I don't envy him. And the guy's like, would you like something else, Reverend? Yeah, I'll take the cinnamon roll. So he gives me 2 of those, no charge. I was eating my cinnamon roll. And this guy comes over to me and he says, you warned me. How did you know? Because they always put bacon, cheese, and egg. The ciabatta's bit doesn't compliment. And that was a buttery roll. A different story. He said, I had the most tastiest sandwich the other day. I said, was it at the gas station or Dave's? I don't know either of them. I said, you're a tourist. I said, okay, Sweet Retreat at the gas station. He said, one day I stopped at the Sweet Retreat. He had the best sandwiches with the buttery rolls. The next day I tried a breakfast sandwich at the gas station where my friend works. Best thing ever. He said, how do you know these things? Because I don't like paying money for something that's crap. So, I waited and I ran into this homeless guy and talked to him for a long while. And then the bus pulls up. What's Chloe tell me? Oh, I was at Fred Meyer's yesterday and I bring you up a treat. Dempsey's. Now, let me tell you, this stuff is shit, Zoe, compared to Dugan's. Dugan's maybe double the price, but Dugan's tastes a lot better than this $7.99 utter garbage. And then I'm going to get to the story because Higgins is wanting an inventory. So I go to Safeway with Chloe. Chloe has gained another 30 pounds. So what does Chloe do, right? We get off the ferry. She says, here's your bottle of Dempsey's. Go home and drink it. You're a thin bitch. Then she says to me out of anger, I am a fucking cow. Meaning her. She says, your other best friend's a fucking cow. I'm just reiterating what Chloe said. And yet, so the other day I was telling Chloe, Chloe, she's just depressed, She has a right to be because of her weight, right? So Chloe tells me, right? Because, I heard Zoe right now is homeless in Pittsburgh, right? So I was telling her, oh, yeah, she's been homeless in this area, right? Chloe laughs and says, Chloe says, I know that area well. She's in Pennsylvania um, near Ohio and near West Virginia. Her dream's like West Virginia. So anyway, but then she says she's literally near a place called Wheeling, or not near Wheeling, but near Wheeling, but and somewhere in Pittsburgh. But that area that she was talking about, it's like, I said, yeah, she was looking at property in like 30 different areas of West Virginia. And she says, well, all these areas that she's looking at, she's not in West Virginia, by the way, is like Wheeling. She says, I've been to Wheeling. I know all of that area in that county. Yeah, you would. She says there's a Greyhound bus stop in Wheeling. But anyway, she's telling me this on the bus, she says, I do not envy your best friend. She's like, I thought I was your best friend. So anyways, we get to Safeway. And first thing she does is zips over to the hot bar, right? And I'm with her. And Moppy's just happy as heck to see her and the treats and everything else. She disappears. Oh, I get out of the way. Oh, I'm in the bakery. Okay. So Chloe's at the bakery. Then she says, I'm at the butcher. Finally, I get to meet up with her, right? She says, guess what I found for you? What? Don't worry about it. So she goes and pays, right? So then I decide to go get something. So they had like 8 of these Higgins. 8 of them, $5. So I took these, 8 of them, all of them, filled up my shopping cart with it. 8 of them. Then these were on sale. I grabbed 9 of them. Chloe only bought 2 for me and 1 of these. So, anyways. So then I go and I pay. And what happens? Higgins is probably like, oh, yeah. I go and I pay. Chloe grabs the shopping cart for me. So I sit down. I look at the receipt. I say to her, hey, Chloe, they didn't charge me for ice. I'm not taking ice because I might be charged with theft. So I go through the same lady. They didn't charge me for ice. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank God I had a $5 bill and I had two 5s, 2 10s, and a 20 in my wallet. Didn't know I had, by the way. Don't check cash. Okay, so I go through. And then I go back. I said, okay, I'm going to fill this up. So I fill it up, right? Chloe Rady's, where are you? I'm going to sit down on the bench across the street. I'm not going to stay at Safeway. I've done my business. They're out of cheddar, better cheddars and firecrackers. I even asked them, what happened to the cheddar ones? Oh, they don't have any cheddar brats. Fine. Better cheddars will do. So what happens? I sit on the bench. She starts nagging at me. Oh, you need to call these places. I did. They said no housing available. Well, there is, but you got to bring in 3 times the income, and the rent's $1,468 a month. Yeah. Makes you think. So then she says, oh, guess what I got you too? I'm like, oh, great. You got 2 packages of sausages, which you think I can live on for a month. And she says, I got you some O'Connorys. Yeah. This is better than Bailey's. So then I'm sitting there, and then Chloe says to me, "Oh, you need protein." $40 nuggets. So 40 nuggets she picks me up in Walmart. So from there we decided to go to the ferry terminal, right? It's like 12:30. We had till 2:40. So or like 11:30, I think. So we sit there at the bench, people stopping us and saying how cute Moppy is. I met a guy who's the president of a yacht maker, and he told me he wanted me to come on board sometime to look at his boats. I said, well, if I win the lotto and buying a boat, no ifs, ands, or buts. He said, cool. So he invites me after the boat show. So we get on the boat, the bus, and we go all the way to the ferry terminal. Zoe's never taken the public bus. I've been trying to convince her to, but she's like, oh, yeah, well, we know Zoe, her book came first, and I agree. And I still stand by that. So we get off in the ferry terminal. Two ladies get on, an Asian lady and this lady that used to be my neighbor. Hey, Red, how you doing? Oh, hi. I said, thanks to you, my 3 neighbors are scared shitless. Well, give them a message from me. I'm coming for them. And the manager. Right, whatever. I just went in and the benches are all taken, so we went and sat outside. And this lady comes down. She says, hey, Rita, how you doing? I said, I said, so we talked about this little boy she's got. She's a mother who made with African American. I said, your kid's beautiful. Good, well-mannered kid. She said, thank you. Great kid. Yeah, she said, you're not racist. I said, no, I never have. Then she goes in, comes out with ice cream, Chloe and stuff. I said, oh, I want some ice cream. Next, a line out the door because 50 people want nothing but ice cream. Their ice cream tubs going down. So Chloe comes in. The bearded guy knows me. Oh, hi, Chloe. Good to see you, my friend. What does the Admiral want? Ice cream. We saw her looking at it. I was about to take her order, but then the line started accumulating. Here. Chloe comes out. Here's your ice cream. Okay. So we talked, and finally I get done. And we hugged each other, and she said, make sure when you get home you do a YouTube video and you get some drinkies. Well, anyways, I found several of the boozes she wanted Safeway, so she stockpiled while she was there. So, anyways, the top freezer above me has got more of those sausages and more of those brats, so I should be good until the 31st, which, by the way, by the 31st, I got a new announcement for you guys. So, thanks to Zoe leaving, she had no choice, I'm now searching for a second handler for Mop Top now. And the reason for it is, as Zoe probably doesn't know, because I haven't been talking to her, because Zoe was kind of cranky the other day. She called while she woke me up after a 16-hour nap. Should have had a 24-hour nap. Trying to be funny here. That we will be taking care of things sooner or later. So I'm going to do, people, I'm going to take a nap. I might actually chill this crap in the fridge. But anyways, usually I don't chill my booze, but so here's the plan. Okay. So Zoe knows I got to find a second handler, because as Zoe knows, and Zoe's been worried about me for a long time. That's why people call us the old. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I got on the ferry, right, and coming home. And the best part of going to Friday Harbor is going home. Zoe knows this. So I'm sitting there. I'm like pushing the cart. Several people I know from the island came up to me. Hey, Rita, where's your friend? Which one? Zoe or Chloe? Both. Zoe has been a homeless shelter in Pittsburgh. and Chloe's on a homeless shelter in Seattle, and I'm living in my own apartment. They said, "Hey, you want to get a beer?" I said, "Nah, not interested. Can't afford it." So they picked up a couple beers from me. We're in the gallery listening to these tourists. Tourists are like, I don't know what happened. Apparently, the ferries and stuff saw them get in their cars and they're trying to get off the cars. They could have hit people. Of course, we got off first. So all I know is when I got home, there was a whole bunch of people being rounded up for drinking and disorderly or whatever. I don't know what it is, from the ferry. And that's why the sheriff said something like they shouldn't serve booze on a ferry unless you are walking. And then you have one beer, right? So, anyways, so we were talking, and there were so many tourists there. I mean, I talked to tourists in the morning while I was waiting for Chloe. I talked to tourists on the way back. In the end, I got in the cab. And my driver today, sweetheart, "Hey, Rita, what'd you get at the store?" Sausages are on sale." "I don't eat meat." "Well, that's good and dandy for you, but I don't need to know that." I told her, "Look, when I get home, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to get up," which I did. "I'm going to walk Moppy, do a YouTube vid, try talking to Tom. He fell asleep. And then go back to bed." So I did. So what happened? I'll tell Zoe eventually in text message when she messages me. I haven't heard from her in days. Probably PO'd about the thing. Don't worry, I got it covered on Monday. It'll be all fixed on Monday. So you shouldn't be worried about a Monday issue. So, yeah. Anyways, so anyways, this stuff's gonna be refrigerated. I might climb into my bed for a couple hours and get up and game. I'm actually really thinking right now. Clear head, but Chloe, of course. Oh, we went to 7-Eleven over there. $4 a can. I'm not a mint fan, but for $4, you can't complain. Chloe paid for it, but Chloe's like, "Oh, I'm out of money," and I was like, she spent like $30 on her lunch alone. $5 for I think she got like 2 packs of those cheese sauces. I got 24 sausages, a bottle of grog, 5 brats, and she calls out my dinner for the month. 2 sausages times 6, that's 12 meals. Yeah. $5. Can't complain. Cheers. This stuff's utterly garbage. Anyways, I got a couple things I need to think about. In the morning, I need to message Chloe. I might message Zoe too. I wouldn't worry, Zoe, about your little problem you called me about because I got it almost wrapped up. I should have it fully wrapped up Monday. And if these people argue with me, it might be Tuesday, but it'll be wrapped up. You don't have to worry. Everything's going to be cleaned up, cleared up. So, plain and simple. Anyways, yeah. So, I don't know about you, but this stuff tastes like crap. So, any more to talk about? Don't know. It's all up to you guys. You guys mean a lot to me. Let me rinse this out. I don't like it. So then I get home and I put the groceries away and I get a call from the director of the homeless shelter. No, not the one that Zoe's had. That one's most likely lost in a boating accident. Before you ask, did we have a fallout? No. We just have a difference of opinions, and our opinions do matter. However, as I was sitting there listening to my friends talk to me on the ferry, they were more than willing to open up. Maybe they were looking for rumors, but I just said she's in a homeless shelter. If it gets around the island, she's homeless. Unless she shows up, there's nothing we can do about it. It's easier to say she's in a homeless shelter than say that she's lost in a boating accident because honestly, and Zoe knows this, when you drink several glasses of alcohol, You literally, your tongue loosens and you tell the truth. And I always tell the truth anyways. But Zoe's on her own adventure. There's nothing we can do. I got comments. Oh, you need Zoe. No, I don't. Zoe, what Zoe needs, I can't provide. Plain and simple. And then you say, oh, we're like an old married couple. Let me put it this way, okay? Zoe and I made some funny jokes over the months that we were hanging out, all right? Jokes that I even brought up about my cousin Dinky, okay? For one, my cousin Dinky thinks I'm the most weirdest weirdo in the world because I don't think it's sex. What am I thinking about? Video games. Am I thinking about a big old meat stick in me? No. But a lot of women, they always talk about sex with me. I must have had a conversation today about sex talk while having a couple of beers on the ferry. And I'm telling you, I'm going, and then they say, what are you thinking about, Rita? You're not thinking about sex. I'm thinking about how Zoe's doing, what Zoe's up to. Is she okay? And then they say, oh, you're your best friend. I said, yes. The one that makes it sound like you two are an old married couple. Yes. But when they said in that concept, I said yes. But you know what? She's on her own path. I know what she needs, and it ain't me. So when you guys say, oh, I need Zoe, no, I don't. Because Zoe doesn't need me. You see, if we both needed each other, it'd be a different story. But we don't need each other. Zoe needs what she needs. It's like someone asking me the other day, right? What does a person need? A person needs what they need. It doesn't matter if the person needs sausages, chicken nuggets, bratwurst, booze. It's what the person needs, okay? Let me put it this way. What should we got left of this crap? Feels like we got half a bottle in this damn thing. The bottle is so dark you can't even tell the liquor level. Yeah, it's about half full. Anyway, I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. Maybe it'll taste better frozen. Or whatever. Okay. So, I got nuggets when I wake up. So it goes like this. People's needs differ. For example, Zoe has her own needs, right? Me, Zoe can't understand how I'm one simple-minded son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm going to use that term just to be funny. Why? Think about it. Think about it, my friends. Think about it. She doesn't understand. Why? I could live in my basement cleaning this place to top to bottom and be happy without going out. I mean, look, I could go to Anacortes 4 times a month for groceries and I'd be happy. The rest of the time, I'd be stuck here. You see, in real life or in the gaming world of farming, you get to farm. First, you gotta clear the fields with every tool you can to make sure you can break rocks and rubble and etc. When that's done, then what? Then you start planting you till your fields, sow your fields, water your fields, and you sit on it, right? And let's just say you sit on 4 million gold. Next you know, you harvest crops. Your fields are already tilled, let's just say in the game. You sow your fields, water your crops, you're done. You say, oh, isn't that a great deal, Rita? You make more money. And then you go to town to buy food stuff to survive for how long? Say you don't want to be around the people like I don't. You buy enough food to get you by. You buy your seeds. You buy everything you need to stay in as a farmer. And once in a while, like an event comes up. Oh, there's this drinking contest between Rita and Zoe. You go drink Zoe. No problem. Or whatever. You see where I'm going with it. So basically, it's like farming. Everyone has their own needs. Your needs maybe sausages and bratwurst and whatever else. Zoe's needs maybe filet mignon, prime rib, pork chops, lamb chops, ham, uh, duck, goose, mop chops. He's looking at me funny like, what's a mop chop? Look at this. Poor little dog is so tired. Come here. Come here. You tired, doggy? You had a busy day today, didn't you? Come here. And Aunt Zoe, she always wants to make sure her little fluffer nutter is fine. Little fluffer butter here is fine. He's going to sleep in the chair, so. Alright, so I got my book ready for tonight. Anyways, people, so I finally got off the ferry, walked out, and I heard the police were called for some people are drunkenly disorderly, tourists. This evening, the scanner's been going like crazy because of these Friday night tourist hoodlums. So I made a phone call to a friend who has connections in the sheriff. They said, yeah, we're busy, Rita. We didn't get any calls about you. I said I went to bed when I got home. So, but anyways, I'm so damn exhausted. So, my plan? Sleep. Again. I'm not going to drink all that Irish whiskey. Chloe's basically encouraging boozing it up, and I just don't want to booze up. My neighbor, old lady, stopped me. Oh, Rita, you're going in. I'm like, you want me to hold Moppy? No, I'll carry Moppy in the shopping cart down. I balanced it. Took me like an extra 45 seconds to get downstairs, but it's all I needed because the shopping cart was fully loaded with sausages. And when I got home, I was happy as hell. Put everything away and go to sleep. So, but anyways, there you have it. So I got up, talked to someone on the phone. I'll give you another briefing sometime today. It's going to be called the Saturday Morning Edition Part 2. It'll explain more, but I'm tired, so I decided this is the perfect time to do it. Even though I would love to have Zoe as a live member, she'll post comments as she feels. In the meantime, I love all of you, and we'll continue this conversation when I have a good night's sleep. And we may try the Bailey's and Irish cream in my coffee next. I think that's what it was usually designed for, but I like drinking it straight, but the stuff's utter crap. So we'll see what's next on the list to sample eventually for you guys. But in the meantime, booze ain't anything. So I'm just happy to be home. I'm happy to take a nap again. So please add, subscribe, post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions, like, subscribe. Something fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Keep the comments nice. That's all we ask. Thank you. God bless you in everything you do.